Hey Libra, it's Kayla's Tarot. Well, you guys have got a bit of a treat. Yeah, I'm doing this face on camera for you guys. I haven't done for the rest of them. But I thought, you know what? I've got my tree up and I love it. And I thought it'd be really nice to actually do you guys some readings with the tree in the background. So that's exactly what I've done. Anywho, let's get stuck into your first half of December reads. And I do apologise, these are late, but always say better late than never. So, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Libra, 1st to the 15th of December. Libra, 5 cards. So we'll start with general and then we'll do your love read straight after with the romance angels. Libra, Libra. Messages for Libra. Okay. So, central issue, Magician in the reverse. The root of that is the High Priestess reversed. Recent past, the 5 of Pentacles. What's crowning is the 7 of Cups. And what's coming towards you is the 3 of Pentacles. Right, okay. I'm just going to pop some clarifiers and some oracles on this and then we'll interpret and get stuck in. I won't be a moment, you guys. Alright. That's did not want to go back in. Okay. For some of you, if you're planning on travelling over Christmas, I'm definitely seeing travel delays, travel cancellations, so just be aware of that. Elevation cards just come out, so some flights are cancelled or at least delayed for quite some time. Spirit doesn't, you know, when it comes to flight delays and things like that, Spirit doesn't usually tend to say anything unless it's actually quite a long delay. So just bear that in mind. You know, otherwise it's just not worth it. If it's just for an hour, nobody's going to mind an hour or two. But, you know, when you can be delayed for a day, Spirit's definitely going to want to give you a bit of a heads up. Anyway. So let's start. So, generally, central issue is the Magician reverse with the Hierophant in the reverse. We're not manifesting what we want to manifest at this time because we're not committed enough. So, if there's a project, if there's something you're trying to get off the ground, this could be in any area of life. This could be, you know, your finances, your career, your family life, your well-being, anything. Even love, even though we're going to do a love read straight after, that can still show up. Whatever it is that you're trying to get off the ground, there's not enough commitment, there's not enough loyalty to it. So whether that's on your part or someone else that you're dealing with, I think that you know, Spirit's just trying to give a heads up here to say, look, if things aren't going the way that you planned or the way that you wanted or the way you're trying to make them go, you could be flogging a dead horse here if there just isn't enough commitment and motivation into whatever this is. The root, the reason why. So it seems like whatever you're doing, it's because of love. And I say unconditional love. So even if it's work, you know, it's something that you love to do. And the thing is with the High Priestess in the reversed, it sometimes means revelation, because in the upright, she's hiding something. She's waiting to reveal it. Well, it's not that she's hiding it, she's just holding back. And in the reverse, this is like, we're revealing it now, we're revealing it. So This could be pertaining to love, I'm not gonna lie. But like I say, you know, if it resonates in any other area of your life, apply it to that. Because the advice will still be the same. But I'm going to have to read this from a love perspective. Don't worry, I'll get the romance angel cards out straight after. But it does look like it's headed that way. So if something's tried to manifest, either you or them's not really being 100% committed to it. So that could be a bit of fickle behaviour, a bit of backwards and forwards and not really solidifying anything. And one of the reasons why it's not manifesting is maybe you're giving too much of your heart to someone here and it's not being reciprocated. And I feel like that is the big revelation. But I like the King of Cups because he also speaks of self-love. Don't forget the masters of the suit. Self-love, knowing what true love really is and knowing when to let go as well. So maybe you've purposely not manifested something here because you just don't think someone's committed. So in the recent past, it seems like you may have shut somebody out because of dishonesty, lies. Usually with the Ace of Swords in the upright, it is that new perspective. That's the way I look at it anyway. It's new information coming, it's new perspective. It's being brutally honest as well. It's very, because you got to think of an ace similar to a king. You got to start somewhere, haven't you? And the king holds the Ace of Swords. And it can pertain to brutally honest truth, stuff that you've never heard before. And I think that you needed some truth from someone here and you just weren't getting it. I think you needed to try and find perspective in this situation with someone and you just couldn't find it. And I think you had no choice but to shut it out. So now what's crowning you? Well, I have a 6 and a 7 of cups, both in the reverse. I think you're cutting through confusion and you're making your own mind up at this point without knowing all the facts. It's almost as if somebody's not committed to this. I've tried getting the truth. I'm not getting the truth. So do you know what? I'm going to let it go. And I feel like that's your mentality at this point. I'm going to let it go. I don't think you're angry. I think you're really disappointed at this point. And I think with the 6 cups reversed, you're looking back and you're starting to see maybe you should have got out of this a lot sooner. So moving forward, you absolutely recognise this isn't going anywhere. But I love the 3 of Pentacles for you guys because this is working on yourself. This is working on your self-worth, where you're going, what you want to do. I do liken the 3 sometimes to the Hermit. Except for the 3 is actually putting words into action. We're actually gonna sort this out ourselves. And I think that a lot of the reasons why you're okay with stepping back at this point is because, again, with the 3 of Pentacles, you are learning to keep your integrity intact. Well, you may not have in the past. There may have been circumstances that made you feel less than worth what you are. Circumstances that brought you down, that made you feel little, made you feel like this big. And I think that you're actually coming to breaking point at this point, Libra. I'm just seeing you guys hitting breaking point, and you're not angry, you don't want to argue, you're just seeing reality for what it is, where it's been otherwise hidden from you in the past. Maybe you've had those rose tinted glasses on for so long, and you yourself have actually finally decided to take those rose tinted glasses off. Nobody's forced you to. Nobody's actually said, hey, Libra, feel like you guys have literally just gone, penny drop, shit, that's it. That's it. Not getting anywhere with this. And that's where I feel like you finally let it go. Because you have been flogging a dead horse. And like I say, this could pertain to any area of your life. It did feel like very much love, or at the very least family stuff. Just basically dealing with someone who is all talk and no action. So over time you've learned not to trust them. And I think you've let their energy get to you for so long, and now it's literally like, poof, that's it, gone. Not angry, not upset, not going to cry. If anything, I think you're pretty numb at this point. And you're okay about moving on and sorting yourself out, because you've definitely put somebody else's wants and needs before your own. Okay? Let's take a deeper look at your love lives, Libra. Wow, that was a deep reading for you guys. That was a deep reading. So, let's get my romance angels out. I've got cards falling all over the place here. So, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Oh, what just fell out? Okay. Pay attention to the red flags and getting to know each other. Pay attention to red flags with someone that you're getting to know. There will be red flags there, the same. I've got this could be the one. And I've also got past life relationship. So, sometimes red flags aren't such a bad thing. Sometimes, you know, when we think of red flags, it says the signs of caution in you. They might not necessarily be cautioning you out of a specific situation, but sometimes they are. So, you know, and I suppose in a way it all depends. So, this may not, for those that the first reading resonated, if the first reading was about love and you are getting over it and you're moving on, this love read may not resonate for you unless you've already got someone new in the frame. So, but for everybody else, like I say, these could just be extra messages for you. And especially if that first reading was more pertaining to somebody in the family circle or even friendship circle. You know, again, love reads are going to read differently because they are different messages for different Librans. Okay. So, let's clarify the shiznit out of this. Alright, Queen of Wands reversed. The Nine of Cups. Oh, what was that? It flipped over. The Three of Cups. And that is the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse as well. With the Eight of Swords. Okay, Libra. For some of you, you have started getting to know someone new. It's definitely not serious, but the more you get to know them, the more you feel that past life connection. And you are noticing a lot of signs to do with this person. So, you know, you may see their name everywhere or something silly. You may dream about them, things like that. Whatever this is a deep connection and it genuinely feels like the one for you. There is a negative red flag. A lot of these red flags are good, that you're paying attention to, you're picking up on them, you're using your intuition. Brilliant. But there is at least one red flag that some of you really do need to bear in mind moving forward, despite this being the one. Whoever it is that you're dealing with, especially if it's a fire sign, has got a hot temper. And when I say hot temper, I mean a nasty temper. The Spirit's just trying to pre-warn you about here. And I think at least, I would say, if you know everything that's going on, you can make a better and informed decision about, you know, this kind of stuff. And I've got the Three of Cups, and this could, for some of you, be someone who's been a friend. And it's taking things to the next level. Maybe you're getting to know this person in a new way. For others of you, you probably, I want to say, running before you can walk, celebrating something here before it's established itself. Which again, you know, you've been in the energy of the Eight of Swords on and off already for quite some time. The last thing you want to do is put yourself back in that situation. And if this is the case, if we're getting expectations too high and thinking things are more than they actually are at the current time, you could be building a rod for your own back, and it will be self-inflicted, this entrapment, mental entrapment. You're just going to be setting yourself up for failure if you do that. So I think Spirit's just trying to highlight, some of you need to stay realistic about this. Now, with the getting to know each other card and the Nine of Cups, this person, whoever this is ticking all the damn boxes. If you haven't met them yet, expect to meet them pretty soon. Whoever this is, they're ticking all the damn boxes. You're literally like, this is what, it's like you've got a list. This is what I need in a person that is going to make me happy. And it's like tick, 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 tick. And you're actually exasperated at the amount of boxes this person's ticking for you. In your eyes, this person's truly amazing. And like I say, there is just this one little red flag about bad temper. It's nothing dangerous. It's nothing abusive. But it is something that could so quite easily put you off. So if you can find a way, because don't get me wrong, this Queen of Wands in the reverse could be you. You could be the one that has a bit of a hidden bad temper. If that's the case, I think the advice here is you can find a way to channel it a little bit better rather than just blowing off that level of steam. Do it. If this is someone that you're dealing with, there's nothing you can really say to them until the point that it actually happens. And in which case, if you do actually come face to face with this level of energy, and you won't like it, I think the best thing is utilise that fantastic Libran patience and actually maybe say to this person, look, I will accept you, warts and all, but you are not going to speak like that in front of me again. And actually nip it in the bud straight away if it bothers you that much. Otherwise, I kind of feel like the majority of you are just roll your eyes and walk out until it's calmed down again. So, which again is your prerogative, and that's what Librans do, to be fair. They don't tend to stick around arguing till they're blue in the face. They'd rather just roll their eyes and just be like, you know what, when this has calmed the fuck down, I'll talk to you. And my mum's a Libran, so I do know this. But yeah, seems like celebration of this could be the one, or this is a friend who could be the one, and like I say, you're getting to know them in a new way. Now I do have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, so try not to focus, Spirit, this is just advice. Spirit said try not to focus on the past life element too much, because you may be reiterating it for something that it's not, i.e. I'm not actually getting the feel for a soulmate connection here. You may feel like it is, but I'm not really getting that kind of feel for this. That's not to say you shouldn't do this. It's not to say you shouldn't entertain this and actually give this a go, Libra. So I think the overall advice is don't get expectations too high. Take the good with the bad. Deal with it in whichever diplomatic way that you possibly can. And weigh up the pros and cons very seriously. And if you actually start finding yourself wandering into la-la land over this, again, find a way to calm down and see reality for what it really is before we end up getting really fucking anxious over nothing. Okay? So that'll make sense to those that resonates with. It won't resonate for absolutely everybody, so just bear that in mind, because I do get a lot of bitchy comments, and it's just like, oh, I'm sat here rolling my fucking eyes, delete, because it's just not worth having it. But it's a general reading on YouTube at the end of the day, you know, and it's never ever going to hit on if it's not personal. That's the way it always is. You've got to treat it like a horoscope. It is a horoscope. That's what it is. So, but for those that it has resonated with, there is some great advice there, okay? And there is some decent guidance. So if it fits, take the advice. Take the advice. Take things slow, take things easy. No rushing, no high expectations. It's going smooth, it's going well. You know, and if you got somebody in the past that was taking the piss out of you, you're reevaluating that. So trust your gut instincts, okay? I'm going to leave that there, Libra. For anyone's personal reading, my email is, yeah, the bottom of the screen, just here. Feel free to email me. I'm happy to get you booked in. And I think I'm actually going to post a flash sale at some point today. So keep an eye on the channel for that. But I've also got a 2020 yearly spread. If you're interested, it's personal. If you're interested in that, again, check out the promo, Christmas/New Year personals, or email me for the info. Anyway, I wish you guys all the best. Take care. Bye for now.